Hello, I'm Steve G. Jones, clinical hypnotherapist. When listening to this recording, be sure to only listen to it at night when you are safe and no one and nothing will disturb you. At the end of this recording, you will be given suggestions to fall into a restful sleep. If you are under a doctor's care, you should always consult your physician before using this recording. Never play this recording in a moving vehicle. Thank you, and enjoy. Right now, get yourself into a comfortable position. Feel at ease and feel all tension disappear. To help you further relax, you are going to take 3 deep breaths. All right now. Inhale deeply, breathing in, good. Feel your chest rising, and hold it. And now release, very good. Feel your body relaxing and loosening. Second deep breath, breathing in, expanding your lungs, and hold it. And exhale slowly, letting it all out through your mouth. Excellent. And again, breathing in deeply. Feel your chest rise. Feel your lungs expanding. Hold it. Relax your jaw. Open your mouth and release all of the air slowly. Very good. And then continue breathing easily, effortlessly, and comfortably. Taking a moment to listen to your breathing. It is steady and relaxing. I'd like you now to use your imagination. That's right, really tune in to that creative part of yourself. Imagine yourself in a space shuttle, and you are on a mission to the moon. Another crew member navigates. As you fly through space. That's right. Flying through space. Relaxing. You are so very comfortable. Just imagining that you're flying in a space shuttle through space, noticing how peaceful it is here. And as you approach the moon, you prepare to go down to the moon's surface. And you will take a pod down to the moon. So you prepare yourself now in the space shuttle by entering the pod. And now the pod leaves the space shuttle safely and drifts and floats gently down to the lunar surface. You are wearing full astronaut gear. Your helmet looks like a large black globe. Your uniform is mainly white, and it will protect you from the elements on the moon. As your pod lands safely, you open the pod and step out onto the moon's surface. You have been experiencing zero gravity for the last few days. So, stepping onto the moon, which has less gravity than the Earth, feels a little different at first. But you very easily become accustomed to it and realize it is quite relaxing. You are able to take long strides and jump fairly high. You bounce along the surface for a little while, going up and down, just having fun and relaxing. You do everything in slow motion here. That's right. You take notice of your breathing as you are walking around on the moon. Notice your breath in your suit and how it sounds quite different than it normally does. And this relaxes you. Your breathing is consistent, and the sound of it soothes you. You enjoy exploring the moon. There are all sorts of craters on the moon. There are small craters and very large craters. You feel lucky that the Earth has an atmosphere which protects it. The color of the ground is a dark gray. It appears to be a mixture of dark rock and sand. You bend down and touch the ground with your gloved hand. It seems similar to gravel, sort of like a sandy road. You have the perfect view of the Earth from where you are. You can see Europe and North Africa. You are amazed at the color of Africa. It appears to be an orange-red color because of the desert. Europe seems to be very green, and swirled all around the Earth are clouds. You can see what appears to be a large cloud system, perhaps a large storm in the Atlantic Ocean. The ocean is very blue. It's a deep navy blue. The Mediterranean Sea is a little lighter in color. You are fascinated by the view. It is very calming, being the only person on the moon. The Earth holds so many people, yet from this vantage point, the Earth looks very small, and you think about the universe and how vast it is. This fascinates and relaxes you at the same time, and you continue to walk around on the moon. It feels like you are jumping on a trampoline in slow motion. As you walk, you work on relaxing your entire body. Your head feels supported by the spacesuit. You let your face and jaw relax as you stare out into the solar system. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed and feel at ease. You straighten your back and you feel all tension release from your lower back and your upper back and the middle part of your back. Your entire back relaxes. Your arms are stretched out by your sides, and you feel light as you walk. And you take a couple of deep breaths and allow your chest and stomach area to relax. You continue to walk, and you notice how weightless your legs feel. They are completely relaxed in your spacesuit. You enjoy exploring the moon and looking at the Earth from a long, long distance away. Your feet feel light, and you continue to relax. And as you continue to relax, you decide to wander off a little. You are safe and protected. But there is a small hill which interests you, so you very slowly bounce over to that hill. And when you reach the hill, you stand on top of the hill, looking around, and you are very, very relaxed. As you stand on top of the hill, you can see for miles from here. Mostly you see a flat surface, but you do see some hills and some mountains in the distance. You also see many craters, and as you look to the sky, it is dark, and you can barely see a few stars in the sky. That's right. And looking again at the Earth, you realize just how relaxed you are right now and how peaceful Earth seems. Everything looks calm and relaxed, And that is how you feel calm and relaxed. You are at peace. You breathe in deeply, and you can smell that unmistakable clean air smell as the oxygen comes into your suit now. And you realize that everything is taken care of. You always have enough oxygen, so you can just wander around and explore and relax. This is your time to relax and explore and allow yourself to be peaceful and calm. As you relax on that hill, on the moon, you realize just how peaceful you are in every situation. You are completely at ease. And I'd like you now to pick up a small rock from the top of the hill and hold it in your hand. And in just a few moments, you're going to toss that rock off the hill. And you are going to imagine the rock falling very slowly down to the moon's surface. And as I count from 10 to 1, the rock will slowly sail through the air and then descend to the moon's surface, so that by the time I reach the number 1, the rock will have reached the surface of the moon and you will be completely relaxed, because the lower I count, the more that rock travels. And the more that rock travels toward its destination, the more you relax, deeper, deeper and more deeply relaxed. Starting with the number 10, and you throw the rock. It very slowly arches upward, and you relax, just watching it travel. It is so peaceful watching that rock travel, and you are so calm inside. 9. The rock travels a little further from you, moving away from you, allowing you to relax even more deeply now. 8. The rock continues on its journey, traveling away from you. 7. The rock now begins to travel downward, traveling down toward the surface of the moon. This relaxes you. The thought of that rock drifting down slowly relaxes you thoroughly. The thought of that rock going down, down, down makes you relax, allows you to be peaceful. 6. The rock travels down a little further on its journey to the moon's surface, and you relax a little more deeply. With each and every passing moment, you are able to relax your body, your mind, and your spirit more and more. You are able to really get in touch with that part of yourself which is always centered and focused. So relax now even more deeply, realizing just how calm you are inside. Calm inside. 5. The rock travels even lower now, on its way to the moon's surface, and you relax even more deeply now, drifting and floating in your mind down, 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 deeper, deeper, and more deeply relaxed. You are a very calm person, a very centered and focused person. And right now, you choose to relax as deeply as possible. 4. Down, down, deeper and deeper, as the rock continues on its journey to the lunar surface. And you are so relaxed now. It seems like time has slowed down for you. You are calm inside, calm and relaxed, just like the surface of the moon. Calm, peaceful, quiet, relaxed. 3. Down, 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 as the rock travels slowly down to the surface of the moon. 2. And at the count of the next number, the rock will have landed gently on the moon's surface, and you will be completely relaxed. All right now, 1. The rock has landed on the moon's surface, and you are completely relaxed and at ease. Your body, mind, and spirit are completely relaxed now. As you continue relaxing deeper, deeper, and more deeply relaxed, you realize just how powerful you are. physical body. Imagine energy coming into your body through your abdominal area, spreading out to your entire body, spreading out very slowly toward your head, your fingertips, and the tips of your toes, spreading out very slowly in every direction. Until your entire body feels like energy. It feels so good. To imagine your body feeling like energy. The truth is that your body is energy. You are purely energy in different forms. Now I'd like you to imagine that you actually have two bodies superimposed on each other. Imagine that one body is the body you know about, the physical body, the body that you see in the mirror, the body that can run and jump and pick things up, the body that can write, the body that can sit down and stand up, your physical body. And with this body, you experience the three-dimensional world around you. The world of length, width, and height. This body interacts with the three-dimensional universe every day. Other three-dimensional objects interact with your body as well, and you realize the limitations of the three-dimensional world. For example, you realize that only one solid three-dimensional object can be in one place at one time. That if you try to have two three-dimensional objects in the same place at the same time, that will be in violation of the three-dimensional world. However, there is a body that you have which exists in a higher vibratory state. It exists in a four-dimensional world. A four-dimensional world which has no limitations. This fourth dimension, the added dimension, is something which must be perceived, something which must be experienced. And very soon you will experience this. The fourth dimension. In a four-dimensional universe, objects can occupy the same position at the same time. Additionally, a four-dimensional universe can be superimposed on a three-dimensional universe, and vice versa. So a three-dimensional object, such as your body, can be in the same place at the same time as a four-dimensional object. such as your energy body, or your astral body, as it is called. Your astral body is an exact duplicate of your three-dimensional body. It simply exists in the fourth dimension at a higher vibratory state, which means that the parts which make up that body are vibrating more quickly than the parts that make up your three-dimensional physical body. Every atom and every subatomic particle has a vibration, a frequency. Every particle moves at a predictable rate, vibrating. This activity goes unnoticed unless you really tune in by using a powerful microscope. This activity is normal and natural. The parts which make up your astral body are simply vibrating more quickly than the parts which make up your three-dimensional physical body. That is why most people do not see them. Think of this like a dog whistle. Humans usually do not hear a dog whistle. The frequency is beyond what humans can normally detect. Yet a dog can detect it. Think of that sound frequency as being similar to your astral body. It does exist, but it is at a higher vibratory rate, a higher frequency. So feel comfortable now with the fact that you have an astral body. It does exist. It is within your physical body. However, there is no need for it to remain within your physical body, because as I have told you, it is not limited. It is not limited by time or space. So imagine now feeling that energy even more intensely. Imagine that your entire body is energy. That energy that you are tuning into is your astral body. That's right. Right now, your astral body is lined up perfectly with your physical body. But that is only because you have chosen for that to be the case. You are about to make a different choice, a choice which you perhaps didn't even know you had. I want you now to tune into your left hand. And without moving your physical body, I would like you to imagine yourself wiggling your fingers on your left hand. That's right, your physical body stays still, but imagine that there is an energy part of you, the astral body, the body which is at a higher vibratory rate, and it has fingers, and they are wiggling now, wiggling the fingers on your left hand. That's right. Imagine raising your left hand. Your physical body remains still. But imagine the energy part of you moving. Imagine your left hand raising now. And each time you listen to this recording and go through these exercises, this process will become easier and easier for you. Imagine wiggling the fingers on your right hand now, your astral fingers. Your right hand remains still in your physical body. Yet your astral body's right fingers are wiggling. And now imagine raising your right hand of your astral body. Imagine looking at it. Just relax going through this process. Relax. It will become easier and easier for you. And before you go any further, imagine that there is a bubble around you. This bubble is made up of white light. Any negativity bounces off and away from the bubble. As you develop your skills of astral projection, you should be aware of certain things. One thing you should be aware of is that there are creatures in the fourth dimensional plane, just as there are creatures in your everyday life, in your third dimensional life. Some of these creatures are fine. They just go about their lives as energy beings. Others are helpful. They can guide you in your journeys in the astral planes. However, there is a third category. These creatures are interested in doing you harm. That is why every time before you have an astral journey, you must protect yourself with the white light every time. This will ensure that when you encounter this third category of creatures, everything will be fine because you will be protected. And now, having surrounded yourself with powerful, pure white light, I want you to imagine sitting up. Your physical body remains still, but I want you to imagine bending at the waist and sitting up. Your astral body sits up. Realize that this process will become easier and easier for you as time goes by, as you continue listening to this recording and programming yourself to be very efficient at astral projection. These exercises will become easier and easier for you. And each night as you sleep after listening to this recording, you will allow yourself to have a safe, protected astral journey. So right now, imagine yourself bending at the waist. Your astral body sits up and looks around. There are structures in the fourth dimensional world, structures which perhaps you are unaware of. As you look around, I would like you to notice these structures. These structures, just like the structures in your third dimensional existence, are fixed in space. They can move. Yet when they are stationary, they are fixed in space, just like a box. A box can move, yet when you put it down, unless somebody else moves it, it will be there the next time you look for it. So objects in the fourth dimensional world are similar to objects in the third dimensional world. However, you can move through them. Think of your fourth dimensional body as being your spirit. Certainly you are familiar with the concept of spirits. This is truly your spirit, your soul, that part of you which is eternal. You're tapping into it now, tapping into its power. Feel powerful. Feel positive, powerful energy coming to you as you now stand up and turn around and look at your physical body. Relax. Everything is fine. You are calm and safe and peaceful. And any time you choose, you can return to your physical body. But if you are still continuing with your astral journey, I would like you to walk around the room you're in. And as you walk around, perhaps you are feeling limited by the three-dimensional space which you perceive as being real. It is real. It does exist. However, in this fourth dimensional existence, you can walk through it. You can move through the floor. You can move through the walls. You can move through the ceiling. You can levitate. Imagine yourself now pulling your knees up to your chest and levitating. You are no longer restricted by time or space or gravity. Those limitations are real in a three-dimensional existence. In the fourth dimension, here in the astral realm, they do not exist. Realize that objects in the astral realm have certain limitations, just like objects in the physical world in your three-dimensional existence. Yet your astral body is only limited by the limitations you perceive. So we will practice now letting go of your perceptions of limitations. I would like you to imagine yourself now walking through a wall out of your room that you are in and into another room or outside. This process gets easier and easier as you practice it. The walls you are perceiving are in the third dimension. Although you're in the fourth dimension, you can still see the objects which are in the third dimension. So now you can see both three-dimensional and four-dimensional objects. It should very easily become apparent to you which objects are in the third dimension and which are in the fourth. All of the objects which you have never noticed before are in the fourth dimension, and objects you are accustomed to, such as your room, your bed, your ceiling, your television, all of those are in the third dimension. Although you are seeing them, You are not limited by them. You can walk through them. You can easily pass through them. And I'd like you now to look upward, whether you're still inside or whether you're outside. Remember, you are still protected by the powerful light. And as you look upward, you begin to float upward. That's right, just relax. Even if you were to fall, you would not get hurt in the fourth dimension. So imagine yourself floating upward now, just above your home. If you are in a building, imagine floating just above that building. Rising slowly, and then looking around. Look at the beautiful view. I want you now to imagine yourself floating. You can float in any manner you choose. You can fly like Superman, or you can imagine yourself sitting as if you would in a chair, or sitting as if you would in an airplane or a motor vehicle. But imagine yourself moving now and floating and looking around. And as you look around, you realize that you have a newfound ability, a new skill. Relax as you do this. Just focus on relaxing and enjoying yourself. I would like you now to pick a destination, somewhere you want to go. Now realize that although you are moving, movement is unnecessary in the fourth dimension. You can be in a place instantly just by thinking about that place. You need to become accustomed to letting go of the limitations of time and distance. In this dimension, those concepts do not exist. Those are three-dimensional concepts which serve their purpose in a three-dimensional world. As you practice the art of astral projection, allow yourself to become more and more relaxed with the idea of letting go of certain three-dimensional limitations. The physics of your universe, which you understand, do not apply here. There are rules here, just as there are rules anywhere, yet those rules are different. So, if you have not already done so, think of a place you want to go in your mind, and imagine being there instantly. See anyone who might be there. Perhaps you see their physical body. Perhaps you see their astral body. See them now. Notice any objects which are there, either in the third dimensional world or the fourth dimensional world. Perhaps there are other astral travelers. Perhaps they notice you and greet you. Feel free to greet them. Yet remember, you are surrounded by the white light, and it protects you. Now you realize that just as in any situation in life, there are people who have your best interest in mind, and there are those who do not, and there are those who are simply going about their lives. Keep in mind that occasionally you will encounter entities in this fourth dimensional plane which do not have your best interest in mind. These entities can be either actual people or animals who exist in the three-dimensional world and are simply astral projecting like yourself, or they can be entities which exist only in the astral realm. Either way, you must become good at evaluating the intentions of those you meet in the astral world. So as you continue relaxing, I would like you to imagine encountering a being if you have not already done so. It can be someone who exists in the third dimension, who is simply astral projecting, or it can be a being which exists only in the fourth dimension. Imagine interacting with them. That's right. If they seem problematic, you avoid them. You are protected by the light. But imagine greeting an entity now, and you are relaxed and calm. I want you to realize as you continue your education about the astral world, realize that certain activities are possible here, just like in your three-dimensional life. It is possible to be intimate with another in the astral plane. It is possible to interact with another intellectually, emotionally, or physically. The physical interaction will, of course, be different than it is in your three-dimensional life. However, it can also be very intense. And realize that from now on, when you talk to people in your everyday life, your three-dimensional life, they also have an astral body. So perhaps you can imagine yourself interacting with them on two levels from now on, the physical level and the astral level. This will make your interactions with people more interesting and more meaningful, both in romantic relationships and in everyday interactions. And I want you to realize that you must always obey this rule, that you never violate anyone in any way. You never do anything against someone's will. Although you have tremendous freedom and liberty in the astral realm, you must respect people and their boundaries. You only go where you're invited from now on. This means that you let go of any thoughts of violating people or doing them harm. You always have people's best interest in mind. You respect their privacy. You respect their dignity. You respect them, and you receive respect. Because just as in the three-dimensional world, there are governing bodies which oversee what is going on, that is also true in this fourth-dimensional world. You must do what is right and appropriate. And I'd like you now to imagine yourself 6 months in the future, astral projecting easily, getting your body out. That's right, getting your astral body out of your physical body and having a wonderful journey. Notice how easy it is for you as you see yourself 6 months from now. You have mastered the art of astral projection. And I'd like you to see yourself 1 year from now. See yourself as a true master of astral projection. you are able to astral project anytime, anywhere, even while you are driving or talking to someone. You are able to astral project consciously and unconsciously, whether you are awake or asleep. So relax and realize that everything is going to be just fine. And as you begin to develop your astral projection abilities, I want to share with you a technique which can be very helpful. If you take a nap in the middle of the day, a short nap, that will help you that night astral project more easily. Use this technique as long as you need it, and realize that very soon you will no longer need it. But taking a short nap during the day makes your astral projection that night easier. Relax now. Continue traveling in the astral realm if you choose, or return to your body. The choice is yours. You always return to your body before you wake up, so let go of any concern and just have fun if you want to, obeying the rule and enjoying yourself as you continue to relax. And as you continue relaxing and pondering all these thoughts of astral projection, you realize how interesting life is, and you realize how easy it is for you to relax and to be comfortable with these concepts. And as you continue to relax, every breath you take is soothing you. Focus now on your breathing. I wonder how much attention you have paid to the many different thoughts floating through your mind. Your mind is so active even while it relaxes. And then you can become aware of how difficult it is to remember what I was talking about exactly 7 minutes ago. And you can try to remember what I was saying 9 minutes ago, or what you were thinking 4 minutes ago. But doesn't it seem like too much work to try to remember all of that? It takes more effort than it's worth. So relax. Relax comfortably and understand that you don't have to remember what I was saying when it's too much work to do. You can choose to remember to forget what I said, or to forget to remember what I said. The choice is yours. If you should be listening to this recording at night, you will fall into a deep and very peaceful sleep. And while you are asleep and dreaming, understand that your subconscious mind will be processing every word I have said. And each time you hear these words, these suggestions become more and more powerful for you. Each and every time you listen to these words, these suggestions become more and more a part of your being. Each and every time you listen to this recording, you become more and more the person of your choosing, a relaxed, comfortable, confident person. And that feels wonderful. And when you awaken in the morning, you will be well rested, refreshed, revitalized, and ready for a new day. And that feels wonderful.